One. Here we go. It's another edition of Rock Talk with Bob Bannister right here on CGCM Rock Radio. This time around, we are chatting with Tomi, and he is with the band Ginger Evil. We are connecting with him all the way in Finland. How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm very good. I'm very good. How are you doing, yourself?
Very good. Very good. Yes, just slightly easing into summer here and enjoying that.
Yeah, you want to know something? What's happening in Helsinki today?
What's that?
It's the Metallica weekend, so they're playing.
Oh, yes.
And on Sunday, so.
Right.
I had the sound check from my terrace.
You're not going?
The stadium is 5 kilometers away, so.
Okay. Yes. I've got a friend that lives in Montreal, and he's not that far from the big stadium in Montreal. And yeah, he said he could hear it from his place too.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. But that seems to be the way that it's going now for a lot of European bands. There's so many festivals going on over there now. It seems like the whole rock scene shifted from North America in the 80s, and then grunge hit and packed up and went over to Europe.
Yeah, seems so. It's like hard rock and heavy metal and rock and roll music. It's still huge here. It's like
Absolutely.
A lot of American bands love touring Europe, just because there's always big audiences and all that.
That's right, and they can play a whole series of shows in different countries in a short time span. I mean, Sweden Rocks is on right now. So,
is it?
Yes.
That's one of the coolest festivals in the whole world, right?
Absolutely. We've got several members of our CGCM Rock Radio team that are over there right now taking that in.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Hey,
I
next
hope
year,
they're having a good time.
By the looks of all the pictures on Facebook and everything, they are. So let's backtrack a little bit. Why don't you tell us the story of Ginger Evil?
We actually we started the band around 2005. It wasn't called Ginger Evil. It's like I just moved back to Finland from Dublin, where I lived for about 4 years, and I started to write songs in Dublin, actually.
Right.
And I moved back, and like 4 days after I have settled down, we had our first rehearsal. Me and the bass player, and we had a drummer and another guitar player. And it's like we wrote songs, tried to find the right singer for about a year and a half or so. Couldn't find anyone. We had like famous singers and all that coming in and all that, but it just didn't like have the right chemistry. So we decided to put all those songs on ice and dig them up when the time is right. So, like 15 years later, the timing was right, and we found the greatest singer I've ever heard, Ella, and here we go. Here we are.
Yeah. Ella's got a great set of pipes on her. I mean, from the small amount of stuff that I have heard, she is a fantastic singer. And you describe your music as a combination of Foo Fighters and Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, it's like everything in between. So I'd say we have a lot of influences from 90s, like alternative 90s bands. Seattle. Well, we're not a grunge band or anything like that, but it's like, especially our bass player listens to a lot of Pearl Jam and all those bands. And he brings in something. I'm a Kiss fan. I'm an Iron Maiden fan. I'm a Metallica fan. I'm a Fleetwood Mac fan. So I bring in something, and Ella brings in something, and Tony, the drummer, brings in something. So it's kind of how would you say it, mismatch.
Yeah, I was just going to say, so the creative process in the band is a big mishmash with everybody bringing a different flavor to the table.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if I have a vision in my head, the finished song is completely different, and that's great because then it sounds like a real song. So I couldn't do it myself. It's none of us couldn't do it by ourselves. So.
And that's always the great thing where you've got a good team behind you and you can lean on
Yeah,
them and
yeah,
come to the table and say, hey guys, I got this idea. Can you help me
yeah,
with it?
yeah. And it's like everybody always like has your back, so you don't have to do anything by yourself. It's like, can you help me with this? Yes. Can you help with this? Yes. It's like it just how would I describe it? It's like it's a it's just great to write music with those guys. It's just
That's
like nice.
that's awesome. Now, one trend that I've noticed happening a lot lately
Mm.
is female fronted bands. I mean, that was something that we
Mm.
had a lot in the
Yeah,
past,
yeah.
and it just seems to be coming back around again. Is that is it something that's trendy, or do you think it's something that everybody's just kind of going, oh, wait a minute, rock doesn't need to be so male centric?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's like, and there's loads more like female singers these days. They're
Yes.
coming out of fucking woodworks and all that. It's like, what's going on? All these great singers coming from like what, you know, and it's like our music needed something different.
Yeah.
Ella is the one that made. It's like she makes those songs sound a bit different than if we had a male vocalist.
Mhm.
It's kind of hard to explain, but she has a different view and ideas and all that. So, well, yeah, in the '90s, I think the female vocalists were like a big thing, like
Mhm.
Alanis Morissette, Sash Jordan,
Oh yeah,
yeah, all those great.
absolutely.
But we didn't have those in Finland back in the day. So yeah, but yeah, I think it's and we're all equal. It's like I hate to say that we have a female singer because it doesn't mean shit, right?
That's right. That's right. That's
But
right.
it's like, well, you gonna have to say it. So it's like it makes music more interesting. I'd say the band
I
more interesting.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
And your video too. Just I I saw the video and it's like, okay, this is just stunning. I forget what you said that structure was in with all the light coming through, but
yeah.
just absolutely stunning the way that they captured all that.
Yeah, it was, and the funny thing was, it was a sunny day. It was cold as hell,
Uh huh.
and 2 days after, we had a snow blizzard. So we had a bit of a luck because it was always already freezing. So you can
That's
only imagine if it was like snowing the whole day.
well, that sounds like Canada. Like
Yeah,
early May. We get a couple really nice days, and we'll get
yeah,
those in March and April, and then turn around, and bam,
bam.
snowstorm. And you got to
Yeah,
like
it's like what's going on? It's like, hey, it's May already. Come on, give us a break. We love the summer.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Um, I just forget where I was going with this here now. But we talked about how different it is in North America than it is in
Hmm.
Europe for the music scene.
Yeah.
Is is there a distinct music scene in Finland, or is it more of a whole European scene?
I'd say it's European scene, but we have a bit of a different scene in Finland
Hmm.
because we have this kind of melancholy flavor in our music. And but yeah, it's like you get to know people when you like release songs. People send you messages, and we have this band, and could be do shows together and all that. So I'd say, well, the whole Europe loves rock and roll,
Hmm.
rock music, and heavy music. In Finland, rap music is big thing. In Finnish rap music, like rapping in Finnish language,
Oh,
and
interesting.
yeah, I'd say that I guess the rap thing is still big in North America, right?
It is. It is. Yes.
Yeah,
So,
but I think they kind of overtook rock music at some point. but
Mhm.
I'd say it's coming back because everything goes in cycles, right?
Everything is cyclical. That's right.
Yeah.
So in your Finnish music scene, are you getting bands that are kind of like the Limp Bizkits and the Rage Against the Machine, where you've got a heavy rock backing tracks, but a rap vocal?
Not really those, but it's like more like the bands before the Limp Bizkit and all that. So no
Mhm.
rapping, but yeah, it's like, well, I'm sure that it's coming back at some point. It still hasn't. No, it's still 90s. That's
Mm.
his comeback. So maybe they're the next thing
You never
where
know.
everybody's like, yeah, the new Limp Bizkit, fuck yeah. Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Nothing, nothing against them, but I never listened to those guys. Or well, Rage Against the Machine was great, but
yeah.
it's like I was more like still more like a Guns N' Roses guy.
Yeah.
So
Exactly. And you know the funny thing, you just mentioned something and it popped into my head. I never understood how Tom Morello can play his guitar up so high. You know,
yeah,
I
it's like Ingrid Malmsteen. It's like whoa,
yes,
whoa, whoa,
yes.
whoa.
Yes, I mean I'm more I used to be a bass player years ago. I tried to be a musician back in high school and stuff like that. I was more of a Steve Clark guy, you know, the and Duff McKagan,
Yeah,
you know,
you can. It's like
bass down by the knees, you know.
hey, you can't be UB40 guy if
No.
you want to play a bass in a rock band. Like what's
That's right.
going on? But Tom Morello, he actually looks pretty cool on stage.
He does.
And it doesn't matter. It's like usually like, hey, the guitar is too high up, but Tom Morello, go ahead,
Yeah, we
go
give him the
ahead.
pass.
Yeah, yeah. It's like Eddie Van Halen had his guitar not that high up, but pretty
No.
high up. Well, I was like, okay, Eddie, you
Yeah,
can do it.
that's right.
Or
Eddie's
I could,
God.
yeah,
We don't touch that.
yeah, we don't touch that. Or I could, so yeah, but yeah, I actually saw Audio Slave in
Okay.
Dublin,
Yeah.
and Tom Morello. He's an amazing live player. It's like
Oh yeah.
crazy things he does. It's like and never misses a note.
No, no,
Like guitar high up, so it's easier to jump around, I guess.
and he has a way of getting different effects without using
Yeah,
a whole array of pedals and stuff like that, you know, just by
yeah,
using his feedback and different settings on the guitar. He is
yeah,
an
yeah.
amazing musician.
A whammy bar and all that. So
Yes,
yeah,
yes, exactly. And you were talking about your uh I'm going to use the word distaste for computers,
mm-hmm.
or lack of experience. Let's say that lack of experience for
Yeah, yeah,
computers.
yeah.
Would you say that that the way that technology has gone now has made it easier for bands to produce music? I mean, there's a lot of
Yeah,
DIY going on out there.
yeah, absolutely. I in that way the computers are great. It's like I use GarageBand to
Yeah.
make demos. Actually, used to do demos on C cassettes, but let's not
Yeah.
talk about it.
Hey,
But it's
hey.
like I had to learn, and it's like, but the thing is with computers, when you learn something, you try it next time, they have changed it. It's like,
Yes.
ah, my God, what's going on? And it's like, all right, well, yeah, that's the way that it is. So I can't complain about it, but I wish I had somebody to do it for me.
Yeah,
Like,
I hear you. I hear you. I
yeah,
had
like posting on like Instagram and all that.
mhm.
It used to be easier, not anymore. You have to link this and link that and all that. It's like, for fuck's sake, I could write like a half an album. In the same time, I'm trying to post something.
That's right.
And it's
That's
like
right.
I get messages from my bandmates. Well, you didn't get it right again. Like, like, can I just, write the music, you do the posting because you know how to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
This is your job. You have one job.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you know how to do it. Why I have to do it? But one day I'm gonna hire myself the one that does all those things. Yeah. I
That's
just
right.
waiting.
An assistant. An
Yeah,
assistant.
assistant. Yeah, that sounds bad.
So who would you say is your biggest musical influence then, Tommy?
Uh, the Ginger Evils are mine. My,
Okay. Growing
uh,
up, who was your guitarist or musician that you looked up to the most?
whenever I first heard Guns N' Roses Slash,
Oh yeah.
I was like, my whole world changed. Even my clothing changed. Yeah,
Have you
he's the
heard
main
his
man.
orgy? Have you heard
Huh?
his Orgy of the Damned album?
No, no,
That's
I
that's
haven't.
his
No.
his latest. It's all blues covers, and he's brought in a bunch of different singers. It
Okay,
he just released it a couple weeks ago. It is incredible.
okay. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, you're really
I have
gonna
to
like
check
it.
it out.
Oh,
And then
definitely.
there was I'm a huge fan of Black Rose. So
Mm-hmm.
there was Mark Ford,
Yep.
who's just incredible guitar player. And who would be the third one? There's too many to choose from, but I'd say Lindsey Buckingham
Oh
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the way he plays. It's just what's going on?
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't use pick at all.
No.
So what is going on?
Yeah, it's
Well,
it's it's like it's like Jeff Beck.
yeah, it's what's going on. Hey man, give me a break. You
Yeah.
can't be that good.
Exactly. But what would you say is your guilty pleasures album? I know everybody's got a definite guilty pleasures album. One that everybody would go, "What? You've got this in your collection?" And you're like,
Yeah, well, I do love Duran Duran.
"There
The
you
old Duran
go."
Duran. Yeah, the first three albums, great. And
Yes.
well, I like a bit of 80s disco music, well, dance music like Cyndi Lauper,
Mhm.
Madonna. They used to be great.
Absolutely.
Still are. I mean,
Yep.
all those. I'm a big 80s fan.
Cindy's going
So
on her farewell tour. Not that
is
in
she?
yes,
How
yes.
old is she now?
Let's see. My buddy and I were talking about that last night. I think she's almost 70.
Is she?
Yeah.
So okay. Well, Madonna is almost 70 as well, I think.
There you go.
Oh, they were pretty old when they got their breaks, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Okay, so let's wrap.
It gives me hope.
There you go. So let's wrap this thing up with a something I like to
Yeah.
call this or that, and it's just a few rapid fire questions. Just you choose
Yeah,
this
yeah.
or that. Okay. All right. So first off, tea or coffee,
Coffee.
summer or winter,
Summer.
beach or amusement park,
Amusement park.
uh, festival stage or club gig,
Festival.
steak or seafood,
Seafood.
and finally, this one is very polarizing: pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
There
I
you go,
just
my
made
friend.
pizza for my 8-year-old daughter, and
Yeah,
she demanded the pizza has to have pineapple. I said, okay. I
there
put
you
the
go.
pineapple on the pizza. So
Awesome. Great talking with you, Tommy from Ginger Evil. What's your
yeah,
website?
it's www.gingerevil.com, I think, or gingerevilband.com.
There we go. And you can check them out on Facebook as well. This has been
Facebook.
another, yeah, this has been another edition of Rock Talk with Bob Bannister right here on CGCM Rock Radio.